Straight hair. Straight hair isn't humanity's original hair type. Genetic studies trace it back to a mutation in the EDAR gene, most common in East Asian groups and some Northern Europeans. This mutation reshaped the hair follicle into a rounder form, creating sleek, straight strands. And that smoothness had an evolutionary purpose. In cold regions, straight hair sits flatter against the scalp, forming a tighter seal that helps retain body heat. It worked almost like built-in insulation. Its cylindrical structure also allows sebum, your scalp's natural oil, to glide easily from root to tip. Curly and coily textures slow this movement, but straight hair distributes it evenly, giving it a glossy appearance. That shine isn't just cosmetic. It's actually a protective oil coating that shields the hair from dryness, pollution, and UV exposure. In East Asian populations, straight hair appears in over 90% of people. The mutation behind it is estimated to be around 30,000 years old and didn't just change hair. It influenced tooth shape, sweat glands, and even some facial features. People with this gene variant often grow thicker strands and have more active oil and sweat glands, traits well suited for cold, dry, windy conditions. Coily hair. Coily hair evolved as a powerful adaptation to life under intense sunlight and heat. Its tight, spring-like coils naturally lift away from the scalp, creating an air buffer that cools the head and reduces direct UV exposure. Instead of trapping heat like flat hair, its geometry encourages airflow and diverts sunlight before it reaches the skin. It also helps the body conserve moisture. Coils and twists limit how much scalp is exposed to air and wind, slowing evaporation. Because sebum struggles to travel down the sharp turns of coily hair, natural oils stay concentrated near the scalp, forming a protective moisture seal right where it's needed most. Genetically, coily hair results from several dominant variants, especially in KRT71 and KAP genes, which shape the follicle and inner root sheath. This produces strands with an elongated elliptical cross-section and many disulfide bonds, giving coily hair its signature elasticity and resilience. It bends, stretches, and snaps back without breaking, an advantage in harsh, high-friction environments. Wavy hair. Wavy hair sits between straight and curly textures, and that middle position likely reflects its evolutionary purpose. Some researchers believe wavy hair developed as humans settled in temperate regions where climates weren't extremely hot or cold. Its subtle S pattern offers a balance, enough insulation for cooler weather, but still open enough for mild airflow. Wavy hair grows from a slightly asymmetric follicle that produces a gently oval strand. This shape naturally forms soft waves, increasing volume and light reflection. It holds style better than straight hair, yet doesn't tangle like tighter curls. It's also mechanically stronger than curly or coily hair because the bends distribute tension instead of concentrating it. Sebum moves more slowly along wavy hair than straight hair, but faster than in curly textures, creating partial coverage. Oils protect the roots while the lengths stay more exposed. This uneven coating makes wavy hair highly responsive to humidity, often appearing curlier or straighter depending on moisture levels. The genetics of wavy hair are polygenic, influenced by several genes such as TCH and FRA1. Because so many genes contribute, wave patterns vary widely even within families. Wavy hair may be less about a single adaptation and more about genetic mixing as humans migrated worldwide. Curly hair. Curly hair forms when the follicle curves and keratin is distributed unevenly, causing the strand to spiral. This gives the hair natural stretch and rebound, protecting it from breakage. The outward growth angle lifts the hair off the scalp, letting air flow through and helping regulate temperature in humid tropical environments. Curly hair also provides subtle sensory advantages. Its coil pattern creates a buffer that detects touch, wind, and changes in the environment before they reach the scalp. The curls compress and bounce back, reducing friction and protecting the head from impacts or abrasion, useful in dense vegetation and active settings. Genes such as TCH, WN, T10A, and FGR2 influence curly hair by affecting follicle shape and keratin structure. These genetic variants are especially common in tropical populations where humidity, temperature, and environmental challenges shape the evolution of curl patterns. The wide range of curl tightness reflects how different environments favor different spiral strengths, balancing moisture control, durability, and coverage. Thick hair. No matter your texture, straight, wavy, curly, or coily, your strands can be either thick or fine. Thick strands have a wider diameter and more keratin layers, giving them superior durability. They resist breakage, protect against UV radiation, and handle friction better. Thicker hair also insulates the scalp more effectively, an advantage in colder or high-wear environments. Variations in the EDAR gene contribute to naturally thick strands and influence sweat glands and skin traits. Because thick strands hold moisture longer and slow sweat evaporation, they were beneficial in cooler or drier regions where conserving heat and hydration mattered. Fine hair. Fine hair strands are thinner and contain fewer keratin layers, making them lighter and more flexible. Although this gives them less mechanical strength, it allows heat to escape the scalp easily, improving cooling in warm or temperate climates. Fine hair dries quickly, doesn't weigh down when wet, and provides minimal insulation, ideal for conditions where the body needed to release heat rather than retain it. Because it's more sensitive to touch, fine hair also enhances tactile feedback, making the scalp more responsive to environmental changes.